Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Muhammad Neem, and in today's video we'll discuss something mysterious. Have you ever thought that we might be aliens? Well, I do think so, and yes, we are aliens. There's a book by the name of Humans Are Not From Earth by Ellis Silver. That is the writer of the book. That is a very controversial book. In that book, the author of the book, the writer has, you know, explained, or you know he came up with a lot of arguments that we humans are not from Earth. There are a lot of arguments in that book. Inshallah, we'll record a complete video on discussing all of those arguments. Nobody has given or rebuttal those arguments. Nobody has rebutted them. So there are some good arguments in that book. For example, the gravity of the earth is explained over there, and the food we eat, it is said by the author that the food we eat in this planet, we have to cook them, but the other species, the animals and the other species, they do not have to cook them. They can eat because this is their planet. But we humans are guests over here. You can say we are aliens over here, so we have to cook them to make them able to eat. Therefore, this was one of the arguments, and one more argument was there, that the circadian rhythm, or the 24 hours. So it's not 24-hour. In that book it is written that, because it was researched that our clock, biological clock, is set on 25 hours. And there are some more things as well. For example, the sunlight. We are not used to this sunlight. We cannot go out in the sunlight. When we go, we cannot stand in the sunlight for too long, because we get this we get a lot of things. We get ill, and the sunlight, we can face this cancer, cancer issues as well, skin cancer, and there are a lot of other things as well. So according to the writer, that the other species do not have any problem with the sunlight, but we do have this problem with this sunlight. Not only with the sunlight, but these seasonal changes occur, and we get a lot of diseases. We get a lot of seasonal diseases. Therefore, he concluded that we humans are not from Earth, because if we were from Earth, these these seasonal changes should not have affected us, because according to science, we have lived on this earth for for a lot of time. From a lot of time we are over here, so we must have adapted to the conditions, to the seasons of the earth. So there are some more arguments in that book. I cannot recall them, but we will create a video on that to discuss all those arguments, inshallah. One more thing, which is my personal experience, that I think we are not used to this night, this darkness, because after, when the night prevails, the darkness, when the darkness prevails after evening, most of the people, or the thinking mind, they go into depression. We do not know the reason, but the depression will not come in the morning. It will not come in the noon or afternoon. This feeling comes after evening, after in the night, or middle of the night. Why is that? Because we humans are not used to darkness. And for example, from our Muslim perspective, we, our parents, Adam and Eve, they were in Eden, they were in Jannah, or you can say in paradise. And in paradise there is no darkness, there is no night, absolutely no night. It's day always. So therefore we can conclude, yes, this is the reason we feel depressed, we feel alone, we feel lonely, we feel sad when the darkness prevails. So a lot of things can be said. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a philosopher, but most of the people, they do not know all of these things. We'll discuss a lot of things, so stay tuned. Thank you so much.